This is Bluebell, an 18-month-old staffy that lives in the south of England. Up until the beginning of 2021, she was very fit and healthy, but one day we noticed that she was limping on her back left leg. Tests soon revealed that she had a 50% cruciate ligament tear that would require TPLO surgery. The surgery took place in May 2021, and we picked her up on the 13th day of that month. Here she is coming home from surgery. And here's her new bionic leg. In preparation for her surgery, we set up small penned areas around the house and blocked off any stairs in the garden. This is Bluebell's first time in the garden after her surgery. I was really pleased that she was gently toe tapping and managing to get around. The great news is she had a really good appetite, and our massage on her poorly leg started the next day. Here's her range of supplements that she takes in her recovery. And here's Bluebell taking some treats while I ice her leg. Day 3 after surgery and back in the garden. At the moment, she only comes out when she needs the toilet on a tight lead. Still unstable, but walking slightly better on her bad leg. Bluebell's gentle physio of massage, passive range of motion, and icing continues. In the first few days after surgery, she wouldn't drink, but she would accept frozen bone broth. 6 days post-op, and a small walk around our garden. 9 days post-op and a bump in the road. This new redness appeared on her wound, and the vet soon sent us home with some antibiotics. To keep her busy, we stuffed her kongs with pumpkin and yogurt. The antibiotics did the trick, and her wound was looking better in just a few days. Her walking was getting better too. Here she is in the garden for another short break. Here's her wound after her antibiotic course. As time went on, Bluebell started to get more vocal and was getting frustrated in her pens. We did everything we could, including puzzle games and enrichment toys, to keep her busy. I was really pleased with how her walking was progressing in the garden, still on her lead and walking slowly. Her favourite thing in the world is to sit outside, and so we created a small penned area where she could do that. This is where Bluebell would lie, next to her dad while he was working. The weather got very hot, so we cooled her down with fans, and she spent a lot of time eating yak chews, her favourite. By week 5, Bluebell couldn't understand why we weren't playing with her because she was feeling so much better. We used the time to teach her more tricks, including speaking on demand, which turned out to be a mistake. At her 6-week scan, the vet said that she looked terrific, and that the scans revealed her bone was healing very well. She was allowed to begin small 10-minute walks 3 times a day. Here she is, thrilled to be out for the first time. We bought a small yellow sign to go on her lead so that people knew to give us space. After visiting the vet, Bluebell always lets us know she wasn't happy that she had to go. Here she is, singing us the song of her people. Her second short walk, just 10 minutes around the block, we noticed when she came back that she was a little lame, and so next time we slowed it down. But after 6 weeks of no walking, it was a challenge. We started physio too. Here she is, walking along her steps. taking a sniff halfway along. And here she is again, doing some more physio. Week 7, and we could up her walks by another 5 minutes, still on the lead, going around the block. It was quite hard to slow her down, especially when we reached the grass, but we just did our best. By week 8, we started to give Bluebell a little more independence in the garden. It was a heat wave in England, and so she enjoyed some time in her paddling pool, which she absolutely loves. Most of the time we kept the lead attached, so we could make sure we could always catch her if she tried to move away too quickly. By week 9, we increased Bluebell's walks even more, and her physio stepped up a notch too, with more difficult exercises which we continue to practice at home. During week 10, Bluebell moved from the hydrotherapy treadmill into the big pool, but she strained so much trying to keep herself afloat that she injured her leg, so we went back to the vet and they advised that we just rest a little bit more. Bluebell got better after a bit more rest, and so we decided to treat her by visiting her nanny's house, her favourite place in the world. By week 12, we gave her more independence on her lead. By now, Bluebell was well enough to be off her lead everywhere. She went to a local dog show and enjoyed having her friend around for lots of sleepovers. Her hydrotherapy was also coming to an end, which she was thrilled about. When I look back now, the time really has flown. Bluebell's back to doing all of her favourite things with all of her favourite people and dogs. She's back to her normal walks, she's on the sofa and jumping on and off the bed. All in all, she's a much happier and healthier dog.